By this point, things were falling apart much quicker than I could easily cope with. I was questioning what was going wrong, even though the answers were right in front of me.
The beginning. It has the sweet taste of deliverance. Every blade of grass, every ray of light. It is a captivating day, is it not, Grim? No.
I was confused by fate's apparent calm and asked, "I guess so?"
I know so, Grim. Never before have I experienced such certainty. My high spirits leave me at a loss for words.
I then asked, "What am I supposed to do now?"
What you always do, Grim. It is your job to take care of the world. I trust you to make the correct choices. I, myself, must concentrate. The muses have struck me. They beckon. Work to be done while there is still time.
I was starting to question fates.
By Jones' coffer, the slimy appendage is still here? I shudder at that very memory. Did not know which way was up, which way was down, where to step forward. The walls, they were everywhere. I grabbed what I could and ran as fast as me feet could go. As I emerged from the darkness, I found myself standing in the middle of a carnival. Truly a nightmare.
I had this feeling that time was running out.
How many times have we met? I lost all count.
And there was not much to buy in Mortimer's anyway. It was looking quite bad in the world, as it turned out that I chose the wrong farmer. A freak emu attack. And this one was simple. 6 humans have to die. So, one needs to be spared. Well, this one is the first to die, as I did not approve. I did not approve of. Well, it appeared that this would cause a huge mistake, so I decided to test the eraser. As for this one, nuclear weapons to melt the polar ice caps. And it turned out that was a mistake. As for this one, a sheep farmer that's obsessed with sheep more than... Well, your time has come. That still left 5 more to decide. This waiter didn't sound productive, although well, as for this next one, that one could wait. As for this police officer, they have problems with authority. I did not approve. I just left 3. A submarine commander, a sheep farmer. Ah, yes. There was mention of you, so you should live. As for the sheep farmer, you've become dog meat, and as for you, that comes with the territory. I wondered what fate would say about this.
Grim, I find myself at an impasse. Lend me your thoughts. Should my prose be more experimental, or should I stick to traditional narrative techniques?
I said, experimental for sure.
Grand, yes. The exploratory aspect can lead me across the boundary. You are still here, Grim? I guess you want to talk about work instead? Fine. Let us take a look at the situation. My, so much chaos. Pain and suffering are off the charts. Everything is on fire, while ice invades from the polar zones. How did that even happen? Endless mountains of trash, undrinkable water, unbreathable air, toxic pollution. The ultimate ecological masterpiece. And in the center of it, Zain Alyasa. I never knew a human could be this destructive. What can I say? Things do not seem to be going well at all.
I was unsure of myself and I said, I can't seem to make a difference.
Are you sure you are trying hard enough?
I was frustrated by this time and said, well, shouted, yes!
What is done is done. These are the consequences you must live with, while you still live. Off to work, Grim. Certainly you have no time to waste now.
Fate acted like it was someone else's problem. Perhaps that was why I felt frustrated.
Ever wonder if there's a way to do things differently?
Things were certainly falling apart. Although that gangster and that police officer, they both had it coming. 2 humans had to die. Well, the politician was easy, as they're consistently terrible at what they do. So that was the first one to die. The other 2, not as simple. Based on the supply chains falling apart. Normally I would distrust the CEOs. Unfortunately, with things falling apart as they were, they were needed. I had this feeling that it was already too late.
Hello, Grim. I have been absorbed in my work. Tell me, how goes it out there in the wilds?
It's just probably spiraling out of control.
Fate unconstrained, with nothing to stop it. Seems a terrible power, yes? Endless rows of industrial smokestacks pumping out poison, chemical waste pooling into the groundwater, a total collapse of the biosphere. My, it truly looks like the end. I am giddy with anticipation.
Yeah, pretty bad stuff.
The worst. Well, I do hope you will manage. Goodness, look at the time, Grim. Precious moments wasted. Enjoy your night.
I was confused why Fate felt that nothing was wrong.
Ever been to the land of dunes, ye scallywag? There be ancient civilizations under the sand sometimes. Once I dug out this particular golden icon. All while I was digging, the bowels of the world eater rang in my ears. But I persisted. Dug until me fingers cracked. No stopping. Till the riches were secured. Ah, 'tis truly a wondrous thing. Turns your own head into a jackal's, it does.
Shopping wasn't making me feel better either.
Psst. Hey, what, pray tell, happened to the world?
I told the mirror, I don't know.
Sure you do. It's the culmination of all your choices. Do you know the story of the wyvern and the prince consort?
I said no.
Of course you do. A young, quick-witted prince consort was once kidnapped by a wyvern. Using their gift of charm, they tried to alter the ways of the wyvern in order to save their lands. Soon, the beast and the prince found resonating ideas and ambitions. They molded the land in rather inept ways, whilst thwarting attempts of rescue by the queen. Then the wyvern, tired of the desolation, ate the prince and flew away.
I asked the mirror, am I the prince?
Yes.
I then asked, you would have answered yes to any one of those.
Yes. It doesn't matter if your mistakes were countless or few. as long as you learn the lesson. We're thankful of our time together, even as it's quickly running out. It'll be pretty horrible from here on out.
Even the mirror thinks that this world has had it. There's nothing more that could be done.
Time's running out, friend. We don't really plunder educational organizations, eh? You can't rob the ideas hiding inside the brain. Well, usually. So where did I get these fancy scholarly glasses, ye ask? Once, they belonged to a royal merchant, whose caravan I held at gunpoint. So he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. 'Tis be a powerful artifact, turning one into a formidable business powerhouse. How'd ye think I got a hold of this shop?
Social media was also saying that it was all too late to reverse what was happening. A scientist has given up hope, and someone with a family heirloom that has attracted the wrong kind of attention. Yes, it all feels hopeless, doesn't it? It certainly did there.
You've done well, Grand Reaper.
I told the mirror, we both know that's not true.
Yeah, wasn't believable at all. We lack the imagination to pretend this is a world where you were competent. So, what comes next?
You're the chatty one, so tell me how to fix it.
Too late, unless you cobble together a bit of temporal manipulation. Hop over to a different reality and do better. That'd really be something.
Right, I'll just push my universal undo button. Yes, I said that to her.
If such a button existed, it'd obviously be called, like, New World Plus. Go on, oddball. Nothing else to wait for.
I then said, I don't even know what to think now.
Me neither. Sometimes that's the best we can do. We've reached the end. In general, I mean. Not with us. We will never leave you. As long as there is a you, there will be us. Until the next round.
It is growing quieter, Grim. Not much left now.
No, nothing left.
The last day beckons. Whatever will it bring? The planet is virtually uninhabitable. The few remnants choking on noxious air. It is the last gasp of humanity, slowly going out. It is a bit of a somber moment, now that I think about it. I have been with them for so long. Anyway, and crucially, my book is nearing completion.
This attitude towards annihilation was baffling, and I said, I fail to see how this is more crucial.
We are talking of exceptional art, my friend. A visionary breakthrough. Leave me to my grand labor, Grim. Tomorrow we shall deal with the final matters of this office.
I was starting to suspect that my by-the-book attitude helps cause this. Surprisingly, Mortimer was in Cerberus' den.
What ho, matey! At last we meet here, the finest tavern in all the lands. You know, I'm reminded of the time me and me crew were sailing round the Cape of Ill Omen.
I'm listening with bated breath.
And corresponding to the name, a mighty storm or a brewing right on the horizon. Shook our ship to and fro. Many of me mates swept into the icy depths of the unforgiving ocean. Aye, the sea's a cruel mistress, no ways about it. All of a sudden, the beguiling song of the sirens reached me ears. Now, you'd think sirens would sing afore, trying to lure ye to wreck ye ship on the rocks. Nay, sirens be having a bum rap. They even tried to save some of me mates, but 'twas too late. Many claims by the coffer. Afterwards, we all, sailors and sirens alike, got exceedingly drunk off some grog we found. Can't let the chance for a good party to go to waste, eh?
I said, a fine tale.
'Tis but one in me endless horde. Ask for more any time. Ye have heard of me many exploits. How about ye regale Mortimer with a tale of grand adventure instead?
Sure, why not?
Fire away!
I had little confidence in my storytelling ability, so I started with, I woke up one morning. With a gruesome hangover. Suddenly I smelled... No. I said suddenly I saw a rainbow across the sky. Well, I couldn't think of anything better. Afterwards, a menacing monster appeared. They winked at me in an alluring manner. So I felt uneasy. Which made me think of existentialist emptiness.
Uh-huh. I see. 'Twas a most remarkable tale. A marvelous memoir. A fabulous fable. It even brought up an empty void we all feel sometime. In return, I have for ye a gift. This here contraption is called a phantasmalizer. Use it to measure the many spirits ye have imbued into your gullet. Handy after any visit to the tavern. 'Twas a great pleasure to have your attention. Time to head back to me emporium. Commerce awaits.
Hey, if it isn't my good pal Grimoire. Heck, has it already been a month? It's like you just got here a couple hours ago. Word is, you've caused a huge mess out there in the world. Everything's like burning, drowning, dying all at once. Thought you had it locked down.
I did what I could.
I suppose you'll just have to live with it then. A ruin on your hands, the office disgraced. I don't think there's a redemption arc out of this one.
I said I don't understand what went wrong.
That there's a mystery I can't help you with. I ain't privy to the intricacies of the work upstairs. Maybe you'll figure it out someday. Eventually. I wonder what's going to happen with the office now that you've got very little left to do.
I said that I guess it'll get shut down.
Might be time to get that last drink, huh?
I'd like a drink.
Sure, what's your poison?
I asked for the Heat Death of the Universe iced coffee.
Guaranteed to keep you energized until the last ever star in the universe blinks out of existence.
I had to say this before the end. Your tip jar is pretty neat.
Oh, thanks. Mortimer found the original oinker on an excursion to the Shrouded Zones. It's a bit of a hassle, though. Keeps multiplying all the time. Take your eye off for a second and bam, tiny piglets everywhere. Go on, take one. Just make sure you feed it with some coins once in a while.
I said, I'll be going now.
Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Now you're probably asking, why am I even talking about this? If the end was coming. Well, there's a reason for that. And that'll have to wait, unfortunately. Well, I will get to that, I promise you.